Yo, everybody, welcome on in here to the Super Bowl preview show. It is officially Super Bowl Eve. I can't even fathom that we're here right now. I can't believe how, look, it felt like the week that, like these past 2 weeks have gone by super slow, but now we're at the point where we're here. And so we're ready to go. Now, before we get into it, I'd like to say make sure you guys like, subscribe. Please send this to people you know. We're going to open up the comments, open up all of the call-ins later into the show. But I just got to tell you this. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to say, because we're going to go right to this, because the Eagles sent out their Super Bowl the Super Bowl hype video. And I have that clipped up for you guys. So I think they posted this around 2 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to this. So first of all, let's read this comment. What's your lock of the Super Bowl? Eagles will win this Super Bowl 31-20, but we'll get into that. But first, I would like to play this Eagles Super Bowl hype video.
Daddy's going on stage.
Yes, Daddy's going on stage.
Cool.
Do you remember this day?
Daddy, you're very, very cool.
Then this.
And right up the middle for a touchdown, Saquon Barkley.
How about this guy? Remember the adversity?
Hurts. He throws the football, and it's dropped.
They got all this talent, and they out here looking mediocre.
And how they dismissed us?
This dude is a clown. Like, seriously. Do you remember the response?
And the Philadelphia Eagles have won their 10th game in a row.
Remember this hit? This catch? This jump?
This is crazy.
Remember the dogs?
We going to the ball! Oh!
And the legends?
I got Lane, he gonna strap you!
Remember draft day? How they play? Remember the setbacks?
I'm out for the year.
Next man up. Remember Landon?
Well, you know what I do? I choose violence!
It's playoff football from Lincoln Financial Field.
And now the hunt.
He's going to go! 10-5, touchdown!
Remember last time? And the pain. Remember the win? And the trophy. It's our time now.
Wow. Now, here's what I will say to that, though. That was legit, okay? Now, it was not as good as I thought it was going to be, right? It wasn't as great. It wasn't. But just that, watching that on this stream with all of you right there, that gets me fired up. That gets me ready to run through a brick wall. Because here's the thing. I've said this multiple times before. I said this multiple times before, that if you would have told me at week 5 when the Eagles were 2-2 during the bye week, Nick Sirianni, we were calling for his head. We were saying that he should be fired. I knew I was questioning if Jalen Hurts was truly the quarterback of this team, if Jalen Hurts could actually lead this team. Vic Fangio, we were attacking Vic Fangio. We never thought that this Eagles team and this defense could play the way that they did, right? So now when I look at it and I say, man, I would have thought that you guys were crazy. But we're here right now. So here's what I will say just to start this off. This is the most confident I've been about an Eagles game all year. This Eagles team is so much better than they were in 22. The Chiefs have gotten worse since 2022. And the Eagles now have added, they have the best defense in the league. That Jalen Hurts has the no turnover problem. He's changed up his turnovers. Now we have a legitimate running back who basically can win you the ball game by himself. This is the most confident I've ever been for an Eagles Super Bowl, for an Eagles game all year. I think they have no idea what is really coming for them. I think the Chiefs have no idea. They have no idea. The Eagles are ready. I'm confident. I know all of you guys are confident. But that's what it is right now, right? Like when I really break this down, I really think about it, there's not a single bone in my body. There's not a single bone in my body that tells me that I should be afraid right now. Obviously, we're facing Mahomes. We're facing Andy Reid. Top 2 quarterback of all time. One of the best coaches, if not the best coach of all time. Coming off of 2 weeks of rest. Okay, I get that. I get that side. I get that part of it, right? But you can't tell me that when you look at this Eagles team and you look at all the adversity they had to go through, all the hate that Jalen Hurts has gotten from the media, from me, from everybody, right? All the hate that Sirianni's gotten, all the stupid media people that said that signing Saquon Barkley was a mistake. All of that leads me to believe that they are the better team. They're the much better team. When you're on paper and statistically speaking, they are a better team than the Chiefs. By a million, they're a better team than the Chiefs. I'm confident. There's not a nervous bone in my body. And I'm going to continue to say that there's just not a nervous bone in my body. So there's a couple topics that I need to touch on before we get into the Anytime Hotline call-ins, which obviously we're going to get to. So we're going to start here, okay? We're going to start with this. So all week, WIP's been talking about, in this Super Bowl game, who does it come down to? Does it come down to the defense or does it come down to the offense? And my response to that was the defense. Now, I will gladly have a debate with anybody about that. It comes down to the defense. So here's where I will start. This Eagles Super Bowl comes down to the defense, without a doubt. In 2022, their secondary was abysmal. James Bradbury was abysmal. They had one of the oldest backfields in the league. Then when you actually look into the Super Bowl, they had a hard time covering Travis Kelce. They had a hard time with Juju Smith-Schuster. Then when you look at the defensive line, which had 70-plus sacks, they were unable to get to Patrick Mahomes at all. They were unable to even remotely put pressure on him. So when I really look at what that game costed us, the Eagles defense in 2022 during the Super Bowl, they gave up 24 points in the second half, which ultimately led to a win for the Chiefs. So when I look at this Eagles defense in 2022, they have a very fast and young secondary with very good corners and a good slot, right? And then you look at this defensive line, they're not looking to put up a bunch of stats and a bunch of sacks. They're out there. They're going to put pressure on you. They're going to make you throw it into coverage where you're going to be met with Cooper DeJean. You're going to be met with Darius Slay. You're going to be met with Quinyon Mitchell. That is the difference with this Eagles defense. So this entire Super Bowl comes down to, can the Eagles defense play much better than in 2022, which I know that they will. Ultimately, I know that they will, right? They're going to put pressure on Patrick Mahomes. They're going to do a good job stopping the run. They're going to do a good job with the defense, right? They're going to do a good job with all of it, right? That's what it comes down to. So I get why all the people are saying that it comes down to the offense. Like, I truly understand that, and I truly get that, because you want to see, can Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley be able to keep up with Patrick Mahomes if the defense if the defense has no answers for Mahomes. But why are we going ultimately to the worst case scenario? We have the best defense in the league. We have a great pass rush, a great secondary. Why are we ultimately going to the worst case scenario? Does the offense have to play great? Yes. Does the offense have to put up a bunch of points? Yes. But the defense is what's truly going to win then the game. It's what's truly going to bet that. Like, this is what this Eagles team is built on. When you look at all these super good Eagles teams, when you look at 2020, when you look at 2017, right? When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, we were known for our outrageous defense. We were known for the pass rush. We were known for a good secondary. We were known to lay your ass out if you got the catch. And that's what this Eagles defense is known for in 2024. They are known to put pressure on you. They are known to lay you out. They are known to make you feel the pain. And another thing about this defense, obviously, if they're having a bad time, they're having a hard time, I trust Vic Fangio to make the necessary adjustments more than I did with, with Jonathan Gannon. So if we really want to discuss all this, there are so many reasons for me to believe and know that this game comes down to the defense. In 2022, the Eagles defense gave up 24 points in the second half. They got no pressure on Mahomes. They didn't sack him. The Eagles secondary was one of the oldest and slowest in the league. Then you look at 2024, it's one of the youngest, one of the fastest, one of the most explosive secondaries in the league. They have a great linebacker core with Zach Bourne, Oren Burks. Obviously, we're missing Kobe Dean, but Oren Burks has done a great job. Let's not forget about Nolan Smith, Jeremiah Trotter. He's done great on special teams, right? Then you want to look at the defensive line. Jalen Carter's a beast. Come on. This Eagles defense will single-handedly be the reason why the Eagles win the Super Bowl. And here's what I'm expecting truly out of this defense right now. That's just it. Let me just tell you this. This is what I'm truly expecting out of this defense. I'm expecting them to not only get a sack. They need at least 2 to 3 sacks tomorrow night. Not saying that like it's a necessity, right? But it'd be very nice and good to have, right? So on a serious note, you need to have a shit ton of pressure on Patrick Mahomes. That is really what it comes down to. You need pressure. You need him to force the ball into coverage, and what it also comes down to is takeaways. It comes down to takeaways. Now, obviously, that sounds like a no-brainer. Football games are won with turnovers. This Eagles team has done a great job so far in the postseason with forcing teams to turn the ball over, whether it's on special teams, whether it's interceptions. You saw Quinyon get one. You saw Zach Bourne get like 2. So we've done a great job in the postseason with interceptions. We've done a great job of forced fumbles. I need to see this Eagles team go out there, get stops, put pressure, and win the turnover battle. I'm telling you right now. So let's read a couple of these comments, shall we? You F with the halftime show selection. I mean, it's okay. Not really. Yeah. Hype video is ass. I mean, it could have been better. Straight W. I appreciate that, brother. That didn't give me 2? Okay, man. This don't even feel real. No, the Super Bowl does not feel real at all. That's a factual statement. It doesn't feel real, but here we are. Do we sack Patrick Mahomes more than once? I believe so. I firmly believe that we will sack Patrick Mahomes more than once. Obviously, Kansas City has a very good offensive line, but I just think that with how good our linebackers are, and how good Bourne is, how good Nolan Smith is, I think, and how good, because they're going to double team Jalen Carter. So that leaves somebody open and ready to attack Mahomes. So I'm really feeling that. Bet the house on the Birds. I'm telling you right now, Ronnie. Ronnie, that's good. Bet the house on the Birds. They're winning the Super Bowl. A lot of people think it's going to be a close game, but I predict the blowout. 38-24. Go Birds. Yeah, man. I really like that one. 38-24. My official score prediction was 31-20. Now, I just think I like that's a good one. I'm trying to find something to rebuttal to that, but that's a good one. It's basically what I said almost. I do think this Eagles offense is going to get out to an early lead, and just like they did in Super Bowl 57. So that's another thing that I'm going to touch on here is how I think this game is going to go down, right? So I truly think the entire thing's going to go down. So we'll start here with this one. I think this game is going to start the exact same way that it did in Super Bowl 57. I really do. I think the Eagles offense is going to come out storming. I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a huge run. And I think they're going to be up double-digit points in the going into halftime like they were 2 years ago. But now here's where I think that it's truly different for this Eagles team than it was in 2022. I think this Eagles team is going to keep their foot on the gas pedal. I think they're going to have a good I think they're going to do a good job with clock management. I think they're not going to lead. They're going to do a good job at not giving Mahomes enough time. I think the defense is really going to show up and play well. I think they're going to be able to hold the Chiefs far back enough that the offense is going to have a good time and an easy time just relaxing, short passes, running the ball. I really do. So, like, when you break down in 2022, the Eagles were up 14 points at halftime, up 10 plus, and they blew the lead. They took their foot off the gas, and they allowed the Chiefs to come back. This year, I truly think it's going to be different. I think the Eagles will be up 10 plus during halftime, and I think that they will keep their foot on the gas, and they will do a good job with clock management. They will do a good job of keeping the ball away from Patrick Mahomes. I truly think so. Let's go, baby. We're storming broad. Hell yeah, brother. I can't wait. Eagles win 23-20. Jake Elliott game-winning field goal. I don't want it to come down to like a Jake Elliott field goal. I don't want it to come down to that, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to come down to that close. But if it comes down to it, as much as it hurts me to say it, as much as like people are going to doubt me for saying it, I do think the Eagles, if they put Jake Elliott in that situation to kick a game-winning field goal, I think he has it in him. He's shown in his time that he's been able to do it, and yeah, easy 3-peat, no competition whatsoever. Line him up for next season 4-peat run. Hell no, you're stoned. Overrated, overhyped frauds. Another choke throat season. What y'all cupcake playoff? Yeah. Chiefs only have Mahomes, 11 interceptions. Travis Kelce, Dayton, Taylor Swift, and a mid-defense, and Chris Jones old. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't get these Chiefs fans, man. I don't get them. The fact that they're not even remotely scared of this Eagles team is ridiculous. Let's check what Larry says. Larry B says Eagles 33, Kansas City 13. Wow. That's okay. Now, that's the confidence that I like to see. So here's what I want to do now. I want to hear from you guys. So I'm going to open up the Anytime Hotline call-ins here. I want to talk to you guys. But here's the questions that I would like to discuss and would like to talk about here, okay? One, who do you think this game comes down to more? Does it come down to the offense or the defense? Who wins this game for the Eagles? Is it the offense or is it the defense? That's one. And two, are you nervous? Are you scared? Or are you just as confident as I am? Let's open up the phone line here. Okay. Call in here, 215-839-8246. That's the Anytime Hotline number. I'd like to hear from all of you on this beautiful, I wouldn't say beautiful because it's quite rainy, quite bad weather outside. But, yeah. I'd like to hear from every single one of you guys regarding if you think this game comes down to the Eagles defense to win the game, or does the Eagles offense win you the game? I say defense. I would like to hear from every single one of you guys. Also, I would like to hear what you guys think. Are you guys just as confident as I am when it comes down to this Super Bowl matchup, or are you guys nervous and scared? And you can't say that you're nervous and scared just because of Mahomes and just because of just because of Andy Reid, right? I need to hear facts. Uh, I need to hear why you're truly worried, why you're truly scared, right? That's what it is. So as we wait for those calls to start coming in here, another thing that I would like to touch on here, and this is it. So another WIP discussion this week was who would you rather be out on the field with down by 4? All right, look, it's a 4-point game. And you're either up by 4 with the Eagles offense on the field. You're up by 4 with the Eagles defense on the field, needing to stop with 2 minutes left. Or would you rather the Eagles offense on the field with 2 minutes left, down by 4? 9.5 wins you $400. Easy money. Is Spike Eskin listening? This guy's better than Spike. 94.1 needs to sign you up for overnight show. Hell yeah, Larry. Larry, I appreciate the nice comments from you, my man. Please subscribe to me. I bet all of you guys, everybody in here, Larry, Kings of Rings, Arrowhead. I know you're a Chiefs fan. Please subscribe. Hawaiian Wood, please subscribe. Everybody, please subscribe and like the video. No, I mean, like so you say that it comes down to offense. If you would like to discuss that, call in here 215-839-8246. That comes down to the defense for me. That's what it truly comes down to. But to stay on the topic of what I was really talking about before I was started to read the comments here, it comes down. So again, you would like would you rather the Eagles be down by 4 points with 2 minutes left and have the offense on the field starting at the 25-yard line, have to charge down the field and score, or would you rather be up by 4 points with the defense on the field with 2 minutes left and with the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hands? If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm going to agree with Hawaiian Wood here. I am taking the Eagles offense. I'm taking the Eagles offense without a doubt. And that's no shade on the Eagles defense. I know, I agree with that. But at the same time, I have to think about it in this way, right? We all have to think about it in this specific way. When it comes down to, I don't want Patrick Mahomes, who is known to have a late game comebacks, be able to be a legitimate passer, be able to score and charge down the field with just a minute or two left. Mahomes and Andy Reid and the Chiefs are notorious for being able to score and being able to charge down the field and put your defense on their toes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Right? So when it really comes down to it, when I really, really, really think about it, I'd rather this. Let's say, what's going on, man? State your name and where you're from.
I'm Dom from Voorhees.
What's going on?
What's up, man? How's it going? Not so much. You answer your question, man. I don't even think we're going to be in that situation, to be honest. I'm predicting a blowout win. I'm so confident in this game.
So you're overly so I'm just as confident as you are, right? And now I also don't think that this Eagles team is going to be in that predicament where you're 2 minutes left in the game and your defense on the field, offense on the field. But if worst case scenario, it does come down to that, where would you rather be?
Put the ball in Jalen's hands.
Absolutely.
Let him run for a first down.
I absolutely agree.
Right now, close my eyes and vision it.
I absolutely agree with that. I need the offense has to be on the football field when it comes down to it. They have to be, because Jalen Hurts has shown that he is capable of leading game-winning drives late in the game. People also forget we have Saquon Barkley. We also have the best offensive line. I mean, I truly believe that in that scenario, it's not that I don't trust this Eagles defense. It's that in that scenario, I like the Eagles offense much better.
I think we have all the tools for the perfect 4-minute offense. You got a running quarterback. You got Saquon Barkley, best offensive line in the league. What's there not to like? the ball in the Eagles' hands with 4 minutes left, up by 4.
I
Even
agree.
down by 4. You give the ball to Jalen. You got the most dangerous weapons in the game on the outside, and you got the most dangerous tight end in the NFC.
Absolutely. I firmly agree with that. So now, it sounds like it sounds like you're just as confident as I am. But let me hear what you really want to say here, Dom. Are you just as confident as me? Or are you trying to convince yourself? Or are you fully believing? Is there any little bit of nervousness in your body that we may lose this game on Sunday? Are you nervous when it comes to Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes?
I'm a little nervous with Andy Reid with 2 weeks of preparation. I'm a Philly sports fan. You've seen anything happen, So obviously there's going to be a little bit of nervousness in the air with me, but I full-heartedly believe that this team is going to go out and win.
So do I, Dom. I really do. All right. So, Dom, let me get your final score prediction. What do you think it's going to be?
I'm thinking 31-23.
31-23. There it is. Take it down to the casino. Thank you, Dominic, for the call in. That was nice. See, I know deep down people are just as confident as me, if not more confident than I am. This is the Philly. This is what I don't understand, right? I don't think people understand that Philly needs this championship, man. The fans need it. The city needs it. Everybody needs it, right? And in 2022, here's what I will say, right? In 2022, I was confident the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl. I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl, but I was nervous about Mahomes. I was nervous about Andy Reid. I was nervous about their defense. I was nervous about everything, right? Especially because we saw what was going to what was going on with Jonathan Gannon. It's when we didn't know if Jalen, there was so many what ifs when it came to the 2022 team. But I was confident. But when I look at this Eagles team, right, and I really break down everything that I'm feeling, everything that's in my heart, everything that I'm truly, truly thinking about, this Eagles team is the most complete Eagles team that I've ever seen. It's the most complete team in the NFL. And they are so much better than the Kansas City Chiefs. It's sickening. It's sickening how much better they are than them. And we need this championship, man. We need this championship. Right? So when I really, really look at this and I really, really think about this, I'm so confident because I've seen this team fight through adversity. I've seen this team start 2-2 on the year and then and their quarterback being questioned, their head coach being questioned and possibly fired. We went through so many obstacles with this team. They had to go through the adversity. They had to fight. They had one of the worst defenses I've ever seen last year in 2023 and in the first 5 weeks of this year. And then the fact that they were able to come back, be as good as they are, the best defense in the league, and Vic Fangio is known as God around here. It's insane. It's insane. So if you guys want to get in here, 215-839-8246. That's the Anytime Hotline number. Tell me, would you rather? Does this game come down to the Eagles' defense? Does it come down to the Eagles' offense? I say defense. We can have an open discussion. But let's just remorse. Let's just think. Let's just be happy and confident for our Philadelphia Eagles team. I was talking to my my good friend. So I was talking to my good friend from 302 Birds podcast. Shout out to them, my boy Dalt, right? My boy Dalt. So I was on the show. I was on on Saturday morning with them today, and we were talking about this. And we were talking about. He said he had this conversation with his family. I think he said it was his mom or his dad, whatever. I forget. Sorry, Dalt, but he said he was thinking about watching the game with his friends. He was thinking about watching the game, with the guys he does the podcast with, instead of his family, right? And then he was talking to whoever it was, his mom or his dad or whoever, and his parents, whoever it was, said, we are Philadelphia sports fans. How many times can we say that we are playing in the Super Bowl and I can watch it with my family? How many times can we say that we are playing in the Super Bowl and I can watch it with my mom and my dad? How many times can we say that, right? Not many as a Philadelphia sports fan. The Chiefs have gotten lucky with that. The Patriots have gotten lucky with that, right? But in all seriousness, when it comes down to it, we are so unlucky as Philadelphia sports fans. Like, so just to get back on my topic, like, we need this championship, right? We need this championship. And this means so much to every single one of us, right? And not to get like emotional or whatever it is, but we don't experience so many, all these championships, right? We don't experience any of that as much as we would like. So we need to take it while we can. Take it while we have it, and and just run with it, man. You know what I mean? You just got to run with it. But yeah, so 215-839-8246. That's the Anytime Hotline number to get in here. So I'm going to get back on my topic here, and that was that I would rather this Eagles team. The topic going around all week was, would you rather this Eagles offense be down by 4 points with 2 minutes left, or would you rather the Eagles defense be on the field up by 4 with 2 minutes left? And I got to tell you this, I would much rather have this Eagles offense on the field instead of the defense. Jalen Hurts has shown over and over and over again that he has the ability to charge down the field and get the late game score, especially now you add in the fact with Saquon Barkley, you have a top 5 tight end, you have a top 3 receiving core in the league, of the best offensive line in the league. And this is not any shade at the Eagles defense. But when it comes down to it, I don't want Mahomes with 2 minutes left on the football field. Patrick Mahomes has shown over and over and over again that he has the ability to charge down the field, put your defense on their back, put the defense on their toes, and score, and absolutely spear you, right? He's shown that. Andy Reid has shown that. So this is not any shade at the defense. I hope that we're not in this scenario like this. But if we are, I want my Eagles offense to be on the field with 2 minutes left, down by 4. I trust that they could score. I know that they could score. And I firmly know it and believe that they will go down there and score. I know it. Especially now we know Jalen, he's fixed his turnover problems, knock on wood, I think, like, nothing about this game right now is, you know what I mean? Nothing about this game is scaring me. Nothing about this game is scaring me, right? I'll take either team is complete. It's true. It's true. Offense on the field, 100%. Yes, sir, Nico. Mahomo going to cook our day. Yeah, I agree with that. Exactly what he said. Refs held defenders is what KC has faced. Yeah. Yeah, blowout, 62. Say, I hope it's 62-7. I hope. Right? None. Yeah. It's a gift. It's like Rocky too. Yeah, man. Really. Up by 30 with 2 minutes. I hope so. You know what I mean? I hope so. Mahomes going to be injured by the third. Do you believe that? Now, this is another thing I was talking about with one of my friends, one of the people I know. And we talked about how storybook would it be, right, for the Eagles to injure Mahomes, and then Mahomes is injured, and then Carson Wentz has to come in, right? Yeah, how storybook would that be if Carson Wentz has to come in and face the Eagles? The only thing I'm worried about is the 12th man, the officials. I agree, right? Nothing about this Chiefs team, like the actual Chiefs team, outside of Patrick Mahomes. And when I say Patrick Mahomes, that also carries with that also is like a pair with Travis Kelce, right? So there's nothing about this. So there's nothing about this Kansas City team that scares me outside of Mahomes / Travis Kelce and Andy Reid. The Eagles are much better than them, but I am nervous about what the referees can do. The referees have bailed Kansas City out of multiple games already. Their entire season, they've been getting bailed out. They got bailed out in Super Bowl 57 with that Bradbury hold, right? So obviously I'm worried about the 12th man, which is the referees. But I'm so confident in this Eagles team that I don't think that we're going to have to even worry about the referees. I'm so confident that I don't think this Eagles team will remotely have to worry about anything the referees say, anything the referees do. I think the Eagles will be in control the entire game. Kansas City Chiefs are to make Jalen Hurts beat them throwing the football. Wentz will catch some heat as well. Yeah. Only if it's close. Kansas City Thieves are going to make Jalen Hurts beat them. Yeah, right. So we're going to get into that one too. You just brought up a good one, Doughboy. You just brought up a good topic that I actually did have written down here, right? And this is we'll start here with this one, right? Look, this Eagles team is built around Saquon Barkley. They're built around this offensive line. They're built around this good tight end blocking. They're built around the legitimate and amazing running back that is Saquon Barkley. But I firmly believe that Spagnuolo is sitting there and is so worried and so focused about what Saquon Barkley is going to do. He's so worried about how he's going to be able to contain, how he's going to be able to control Saquon Barkley, that he's forgetting about the fact that Jalen Hurts has proven that he can beat you through the air. He's forgetting about the fact that we have a top 3 receiving core in the league, a top 5 tight end in the league, the best offensive line. Jalen Hurts could also beat you with his feet. So when it comes down to Spagnuolo, I think he's going to do a good job with having Saquon Barkley in, but then Spags is going to have to adjust to Jalen Hurts in the pass game. And then when he does that, that actually opens up the run game for Saquon Barkley. So in the first half, I don't think that you're going to see a lot of Saquon Barkley breaking free, because they're going to do a good job stacking the box and trying to stuff Saquon Barkley. But I do believe in the second half, you're going to see Saquon Barkley break free and get those runs, because they're going to have to adjust to Jalen Hurts and the pass game. When you have somebody like Saquon Barkley, who's the best running back in the league, you are prone to you're forced to make him your point of attack. And when you game plan for just that one person, right, that opens up the Jalen Hurts pass game, the Jalen Hurts run game, the receiving core and the tight end core. And then when they finally adjust to Jalen Hurts and they put pressure on him, then that reopens the game and the field for Saquon Barkley. Right? Or am I right? I'm speaking facts here, right? That's what it's going to come down to. That's what this is. Spags is going to stack the box for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to do a good job, and he's going to leave the game open for Jalen Hurts. That's what it is. So another topic that I need to touch on here is my main man, Brandon Graham, right? So the only thing I really want to say about Brandon Graham is I know he's really not going to go out there and play in the Super Bowl. Wait, hold on. Let's read some facts. Yeah, man. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith has to have a good game, but if Jalen attacks the middle of the Jalen attack the middle of the field, yeah, man, right? Like something that I've been talking about all year and all season has consistently been that the Eagles need to use Dallas Goedert a lot more in their passing attack. And then come playoff time, they actually did that. And you saw Dallas Goedert go through, stiff arm the Green Bay guy. He had a great game against the Green Bay. Great game against Los Angeles, right? So I'm expecting Jalen Hurts and this Eagles offense to use Dallas Goedert to their best of their abilities. I truly believe so. I think he's going to have a big game because he should. He's so valuable to this offense. He's so valuable to this team. But I think A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are going to have a huge game. A.J. Brown has had a pretty silent playoff run so far, and you saw Jalen Hurts do a good job of attacking AJ Brown in the Super Bowl last time. So I think they're going to do that again, and I think you just got to watch Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith has done a good job with coming out of the backfield. It's been not out of the backfield, but out of like screen plays, and done because he's very fast, very speedy, and he runs behind a good block of Goddard. Right, so you have to use. Devontae, you got to use AJ, you got to use everybody. But I'm telling you right now, Spags and that defense is going to be so worried about Saquon Barkley that they are totally forgetting about what Jalen Hurts can do, that they're totally forgetting about what this Eagles offensive line, what this Eagles receiving core can do. I'm telling you right now. So let's get back on the Brandon Graham here, right? I know Brandon Graham's not going to play in this game as much as we would like, right? But when it comes down to it, it would be so storybook. Now, this most likely is not going to happen, but it'll be so storybook for him, for this Eagles team. You put him in, and he gets a strip sack on Mahomes, just like he did to Brady. Then he solidified the Eagles and beaten Brady and ended that Patriot dynasty. If he does it again, right? If he somehow does that again, he may put an end to the Chiefs dynasty, to Mahomes, to Taylor Swift. That's what it is, right? That's what it is. So we're going to wrap this up here. Again, if you guys would like to get in here, 215-839-8246. That's the Anytime Hotline number. I'd like to hear from all of you guys. That would be great. I would love that. Because, I mean, this is like Christmas Eve, right? Like, I feel like I sound crazy for saying that, but this feels like Christmas Eve. I'm going to have a hard time sleeping tonight knowing that my football team is playing in a Super Bowl. I'm going to have a hard time tonight. I'm going to be staring at the ceiling tonight thinking, holy shit. Tomorrow night, I could be on Broad Street going crazy. Tonight, I'm going to be sitting there and I'm going to be thinking, well, what happens if the Eagles lose this game? And as confident as I am, I think we need to be able to have those conversations. How will I act? How will I be if the Eagles lose this game, right? And I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. You know what I mean? I want to be confident. I want to be happy. I want to win. That's all that this is, man. That's all this is. I just want to win, man. Just want to win. For myself, for my dad, for my mom, for my family, for Broad Street Sports, for all of you, right? Yeah, man. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So, I mean, for all of you guys that know me and have come on here, and you guys are most likely surprised that I am as happy and as excited as I am for this game and as confident as I am for this game. But there is nothing that could stop me from what I am right now. Kellen Moore has to have some good play calling. Absolutely, he does. I agree with that. Again, he absolutely has to have some good play calling. There's no reason he should not. He had 2 weeks to prepare. And, yeah, I mean, this whole postseason run, you've seen him have a hard time with game plans. It takes him the entire game for about 2.5, 3.5 quarters to figure out what his offensive plan of attack is. Is he going to do the passing attack? Is he going to attack Dallas Goedert? Right? It takes him all game. He needs to have it established. He needs to have his game plan established and thought out. That's what we have. Let's take another phone call. What's going on, man? Your name and where you're from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
What's up, man?
And I'm an Eagle fan. How about them Eagles?
Hell yeah.
We're gonna beat the motherfucking Kansas City Chiefs.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
So answer me this: who does it come down to? Does the defense win you the game, or does the offense win you the game?
It goes down from the defense. I pick the defense.
You think the defense, right? I agree with that statement. Yeah. I agree with that. So are you how confident are you? Are you like a little bit nervous about this game? Are you nervous at all?
I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous that they might cheat. Cause Kansas City got the referees on their side.
Right. Right.
They might. They got the referees on their playing on their side.
Right. I know. I agree with that. So, I agree with that. Like, there's nothing about this Chiefs team, about like their actual players on their team that actually scare me. The only thing that scares me is Mahomes and the referees. Right. That's fair to say. Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where I stand. So now, give me your score prediction. What do you think the score is going to be?
The score gonna be 17 to 55.
17-55?
Yeah.
You think?
We winning.
You think? Yeah, but you think the Eagles are going to put up 55 points?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I damn sure hope so. I really, really do. I hope that they put up 55 points like they say you do, and we don't have to worry about anything when it comes to down to this game. I really, really do. I'm hoping you're right, my man. I appreciate the phone call. I really do. Thank you for the phone call, my man. Yeah. I mean, this feels great. As a Philadelphia sports talk guy, a Philadelphia sports talk show host, right? And I get to hear from people like my man right there. I get to hear from people like Dominic earlier in the show. I get to hear from people in the comments, right? And everybody has one mission. Everybody has one goal. Everybody is just as confident as everybody else. That makes me happy. That makes me excited, right? I can't be the only one that's excited and happy about that. When somebody calls up to my show or leaves a comment in the show and says, I'm confident, we're going to blow the doors off of them, they stand no chance, that makes me happy. Because we're all feeling the same way. Let's take another phone. What's up, man? State your name and where you're from.
My name is Peter, and I'm from Philadelphia.
What's up, Peter?
Yo, Saquon Barkley is going to score 4 touchdowns tomorrow. Eagles going to win. Super Bowl. We're going to have a big party.
Yeah. You said Saquon Barkley 4 touchdowns?
Yes, my prediction, Saquon Barkley, 4 touchdowns.
Right. So how does he get that? Does he get them by breaking free a bunch of times? But break that down for me, because 4 touchdowns from a running back in a game is a lot.
Let me explain it to you.
Okay, break it
the
down.
The defense is going to strip the ball. The defense is going to strip the ball, and Saquon's going to run it back on the next play 4 times. 4 times
we're gonna fumble them, and Saquon's going to break free every time.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's the confidence, my man. That's the confidence. So now let's just say, right? Let's scratch that idea, right? Let's just say Saquon Barkley doesn't get you to 4 touchdowns, right? Or let's say he even does, right? Let's say he does, but the game is still close. Our defense is having a hard time, right? But let's just say the game's still close. Who wins you the game? Is it the offense or is it defense? Let's say Saquon Barkley does not give you 4 touchdowns. Let's just say he's just out there. He's having a good game and maybe has 1 touchdown. And it's a very close game. Who truly wins you the game? Is it the offense, or do you believe that the defense is going to prevail and be as good as they have been?
This is my prediction. If Saquon doesn't run it in, they'll strip the ball and run it in themselves, the defense.
So you believe if it doesn't come down to Saquon Barkley, it comes down to this defense?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I really, really do. So give me your legitimate score prediction. What do you think what do you think the score is?
It's probably going to be 35-34 Eagles.
35-34, 1-point game?
The refs.
Right.
They're going to give it to them. They're going to cheat.
No, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. My man, I appreciate you calling in. That was a good call. You heard it right there. We've gotten a bunch of different score predictions, right? Someone in the comments said 38-23, I think he said, right? Now the guy that just called in here, Peter says, thank you for the call again, Peter. So Peter says it's going to be 35-34. I say it's going to be 31-20. Let's take another phone call. What's going on, my man? State your name and where you're from.
Alabama, man. I'm calling from B-Ham.
What's going on?
Man, I was calling because, I'm Doughboy. I was once in your comic section.
Oh, you're Doughboy comment section?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay.
I was calling. I think this game going to be close.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be close. But if you the Eagles, don't stop doing what you're doing. Keep running the ball. But I just think what's got to happen, I think Kellen Moore need to run more slant passes.
I agree.
They need to run more slant passes. And I think what they need to do to stop that blitz, they need to get Saquon out there to catch, do check downs.
Right. That
way you can slow down that blitz from coming. Because what they do, they bring a lot, they blitz all throughout the game.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Kellen Moore got a game plan for that blitz? He got to have some for it. Because if he do, they got a good chance for Saquon Barkley to open the game up.
Right.
He got to slow them down for that blitzing.
Right. Well, do you agree with me? So I believe you were in the comments earlier when I was saying this. I said that the Eagles needed to, one, because Spagnuolo, he's going to stack the box and he's going to try and hem in and attack Saquon Barkley, which then opens up the slant. It opens up a bunch of different pass plays for Jalen, for the receivers, right? But then Spagnuolo is going to obviously have to adjust for that. And then that fully opens up the game for Saquon Barkley, right?
What's got to happen? You got to use Jahad Dotson.
Yeah, okay.
You got to use him.
Yeah, you're thinking Jahad Dotson.
Yes, you have to use your tight end to attack the middle of the field.
So, John,
you got to attack the middle of the defense like that. That'll slow it down. Check down, slow it down. Because Jalen Hurts Kellen Moore, this is the game plan should happen. He should find a way for Jalen to get the ball out of his hand quick without holding.
Right.
He got to find a way to get the ball out of his hand.
Right. So that's something I've haven't heard all week is somebody say that John Dotson is going to be a major factor. So tell me why do you think that he's going to be a major factor in this game?
He can, because the thing is, what you can use him in the slot.
Right.
Use him in the slot. I mean, the Eagles got a lot of players. Use that Johnny Wilson guy. That guy they got from Florida State.
Yeah,
you can use that guy also.
Yeah, he's big.
That's what I'm saying. Use them in the slot. Yeah, use them in the slant. That way it gives Jalen Hurts a lot of options.
I know. I agree.
That's what you want to do something.
I agree.
So that's why I think this game gonna be close. But if you the Eagles, you do not want this game to be close in the fourth quarter.
Right.
I've seen too, like the Buffalo game, how they cheated. When the boy dropped the ball, they still gave it to him.
Yeah, no, that was
ridiculous. The Eagles cannot have this game to be close in the fourth quarter.
So, right.
They got to keep this game close.
So are you?
But
are you confident? Are you?
I'm confident. I'm confident, but I'm scared of the referee.
Right.
That's what I'm scared.
That's why I think everybody is. That's why I think everybody is.
I'm going to tell you two things I'm scared about. The two things I'm scared about the most is Kellen Moore game plan. I'm worried about that because I've seen it happen too many times. He got to find a way for Jalen to have more successful. What we got to do is do not get third and long. We got to make it short for him to be able to get the first down.
No,
we got to get the ball out of him. That's what I'm saying. Find a way for Jalen to get the ball out of his hand early.
Well, yeah, Jalen Hurts holds on to the ball way too long. Way too long.
I said that. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you with this. I'm an Eagles fan.
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all who Jalen Hurts remind me of. That boy from Alabama, Jalen Milroe. He do the same thing. He hold the ball too long. Get rid of it. If it ain't there, get rid of it.
Yeah, he does. And here's the thing: he holds on to the ball way too long, but he also has the best offensive line, and he has the best receiving core in the league, a top 5 tight end, and Saquon Barkley. Why is he holding on? And he's fast, and he's a good running back quarterback. Why is he sitting in the pocket holding on to the ball?
It's because of Kellen Moore. See what I'm saying? It is Kellen Moore is going off Jalen Hurts' strengths. He's going off the strengths of Jalen Hurts, what he can do. But if you Kellen Moore, you got to give Jalen Hurts more options. Because when you got more options out there, that open it up for everybody else. You got to put Dotson and that tight end out there to be able to open the field up. And Jalen Hurts, if it ain't there in 2 seconds, run the ball. Don't sit back there and hold it.
Yeah.
Don't just sit back and hold it. If it's not there, take off and get you some positive yards.
Right.
So if you can get,
right,
that's the best way I'm looking at it. If you can get you some yards, that's good. Long as you don't be taking sacks. You can't do that. But if you Philadelphia 2 offense, you need to double team number 95. You got to double team.
Yeah. Well, my thing is like if we're going to run, like if he has nobody open, right? If Jalen Hurts has nobody open, he can't find an open receiver. He needs to go out and he needs to run the football. And I don't care if he gets 3 yards. Just go get some positive yards. Just go get something, right? Set yourself up.
Hey,
what he does is.
Did you hear the call out what he said today? Did y'all hear what Michael Parsons said?
What Parsons?
Michael Parsons. He's going to say, the only thing you got to do is make Jalen Hurts beat you. But y'all got to remember, Jalen Hurts passed the ball without Saquon 1 year and got to the Super Bowl. Y'all forgetting that.
Yeah.
They forget about that. But I'm confident that the Eagles can win. But I'm just saying, when you see Kansas City, the referees call them calls in the critical part of the game. I've seen it happen too many times.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
But I feel confident. I think this score gonna be. I think it's gonna be 23 to maybe 27. 23-27.
23-27 Eagles win?
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm confident.
You're confident.
I'm confident. I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, man. I agree.
This game is gonna ride on Jalen Hurts. It's gonna ride on Hurts. Can he take care of the ball without making a critical mistake?
And
that's what the game's going to be on.
And also, can he not turn the ball over? Can he continue to not turn it over? Yeah, it does come down to
That's what I'm saying. Right. And I'm going to tell y'all this. A.J. Brown. See, this, I'm going to hit you with this and let you go.
All right.
You know why Kansas City is so good in the secondary? Because what they do, they challenge the wide receiver.
Yep.
They make you work. And the thing is, Devontae Smith and them gonna have to win the matchups. They gonna have to win the matchups. Because with Kansas City, they're not giving up their knees. They're gonna make you work. That's what they do.
Yeah.
They make you work. But the thing is, you got to hit Mahomes. You can't let him sit back in the pocket. If you is in the pocket, make him stay in the pocket. And once he stay in the pocket, you collapse that pocket and get you a sack. That's how you do that.
Yeah.
You can't never get on the outside. Make them stay in.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I agree with that. I'm not saying necessarily they need a shit ton of sacks. I'm just saying you got to put pressure on Mahomes and you got to make him throw the ball where somebody is.
Go.
You gotta force him to throw it into coverage. That's it.
But you know what he do though? This is what he do. If you study Mahomes, what he do a lot, he like to throw a lot of check down.
Yep.
He throw a lot of check down. And I'm going to tell y'all now, they're going to use Worthy a lot in this game. Worthy is going to be used in this game a lot in this game. And Travis Kelce. But Travis Kelce is the type of person, if you take Kelce away, you got a good chance of beating him. You got to take him away. Buffalo show how you beat him.
Right.
Buffalo show how you beat him. But I feel like Jalen, if he don't turn the ball over and can get the ball out of his hand and have some success, they got a good chance of scoring. They got a good chance. But if you the Eagles, you need to play 60 minutes. What it is, how many quarters in there? 12 minutes in each quarter?
Yeah, I mean,
you have to finish the game. But I just feel like this. If you're an Eagle fan, you should be kind of worried about Kellen Moore play calling because I've seen it happen too many times with that passing game.
I agree. I've been worried about Kellen Moore for a long time. I've been worried about Kellen Moore throughout the entire season and throughout the postseason too. He had a terrible game plan against Green Bay, which almost came back to bite us in the ass, and then it almost killed us against Los Angeles. It almost killed us there too. So
that's what I'm saying. Then you got to realize this too. He got that job. He might be in that job. They shouldn't have did this early about that job in New Orleans because that take away from the guy being focused. Now, if you mix Sirianni, you need to have them guys ready and locked in and ready to play.
Yeah.
You got to have them guys ready to play. But the thing is, y'all, by looking at Jalen Hurts, he looked locked in. I'm telling you. Because they keep disrespecting Jalen Hurts, come out, well, he ain't no game change. He ain't that. Well, if Jalen Hurts win this game, they got to give him respect.
They do.
He got to win the Super Bowl. But, man, I feel confident, though. I feel confident. But I just think this. If you the Eagles, you got to not let this game be close in the fourth quarter. Because if it is, the referees, y'all know how they work.
Right. I agree. All right, my man. I appreciate the phone call, my brother. I really do. Call in anytime, please. Again, call in. Make sure you subscribe, too. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. He was great calling right there. He gave me legitimate breakdowns of why he feels certain ways. I didn't believe. Now, somebody's bringing up Jahan Dotson. I mean, I'm not hating on him for anything about Jahan Dotson, but I wasn't. I honestly forgot about Jahan Dotson. The Eagles don't use him. He doesn't really play. He's not a difference maker, but maybe in this Super Bowl game, he is a difference maker. Maybe Spagnuolo is going to be so worried about what Devontae, AJ, Dallas, and Barkley are going to do that he forgets about Johnny Wilson, that he forgets about that Jahan Dotson has proven that he can beat you, right? He hasn't proven it on the Eagles, but he's proven it in Washington. He's proven that he can beat you, right? He's proven that he can do it. Do you know what the Eagles are having the parade? I took off work on Wednesday, put it in 3 months ago. Here's what I will say, Larry. So from what I know about the parade, okay, I don't know if you're from the Philly area or Jersey or Delaware, wherever you're from, Larry. I don't know. But we're getting some real bad weather coming up this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and some of Thursday, we're getting like heavy snowstorms, like a shit ton of snow, right? So if I was to guess, right, without any snow, the parade would have been Thursday. I think what I heard is the parade would be Thursday because they fly back Monday. I think it would be Wednesday or Thursday, but I do believe it would be Thursday. But now with this rain and this snow and bad weather, I believe they're going to push it back a little bit. You may still see it Thursday, or you may even see it be pushed to Friday. But truly, if it would be Wednesday or Thursday. I do believe it'll be Wednesday or Thursday. But worst case scenario with the weather and how bad it most likely will be, it'll be Friday, right? Yeah, man. And hey, man, you knew the Eagles were destined for the Super Bowl that you put in for it 3 months ago. There it is, Larry. You are a legitimate Eagles fan. There it is. I'm going to take one last call in here. Somebody wants to call in here, 215-839-8246. I'll take one last call. If you guys want to call in here and talk about the situation, talk about the game. Do you think that this game comes down to the offense, or do you think the defense wins you this game? I believe it's the defense. Would you rather this Eagles offense have the ball down by 4 with 2 minutes left, or would you rather the Eagles defense be on the field up by 4 with 2 minutes left and Mahomes has the football? Where would you rather be with that? So, yeah, and then your score prediction. Dotson first touchdown, plus 950. Yeah, man, it's worth a shot. Really is worth a shot. I think that he's going to I don't know, right? Like he's like a sneaky player, right? It would be like a Gainwell type of a touchdown. Or, you know what I mean? Or like in 2022, like a Zach Pascal touchdown, right? He may get one. I don't know about a first touchdown, right? I don't think so. But maybe not even a touchdown at all. But a couple of yards, a couple passes, a couple of catches. Maybe one touchdown. Maybe. I would bet that. Maybe, potentially, I would bet that. If I was feeling risky, if I wanted to go return, I would put some money on that, right? All right, guys. Doesn't look like we're going to get another call in. But yeah, I really do. I appreciate and thank every single one of you guys for joining up here and the Eagles preview show. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with every single one of you guys. Great calling. Oh, hold on. One last. We got one last one. What's going on, man? State your name and where you're from.
We know what you did.
Okay, there it is. I don't know what I did, but okay. Yeah, man, I have no idea. No idea. All right, man. Eagles must play smash. Yeah, they got to play physical. They have to play physical. Yeah, man. But thank you all for tuning in to the show. I do love and appreciate every single one of you. Please make sure you like and subscribe, comment, send us to people you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll be back on tomorrow. I had not found a time, what time I'm going to do the Eagles pregame show tomorrow, but I am going to do the pregame show tomorrow. Yes, sir. But thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys. Have a good night.